give the ice cream away for free and accept donations for the team. That move raised $20,000. The results are in the latest round of voting in the race for honorary dog mayor of NYC. It was Luby, the hugging dog, versus Simon, the Basset cattle dog. And in the first upset of the election, Simon took this round with 3,557 votes versus 1,422. Overall, more than 17,000 votes have been cast since the voting began. Next week, it's going to be Bertram the Pomeranian versus Lucy the Muttsicle. Hey, remember, this Sunday you can meet the canine debates. They'll be at a rally outside City Hall Park from 12:30 to 4. There's also going to be adoptable dogs from animal care centers in New York. Get all that info at dogmayornyc.com. On Staten Island, emergency services officers from NYPD Special Ops helped to thwart what could have been a catastrophe for a tiny kitten who got stuck in a storm drain. Residents Karen and Lucille heard the meowing on Thomas Street in Richmond. Karen tells ABC7 after spending 4 hours trying to rescue the kitty themselves, they called every city agency they could think of.
And I told him, if I have to stick my leg in that sewer and break it for someone to come here, that's what I'm going to do. And he was like, well, I don't suggest that. I'm like, I know you don't, but if that's what it takes, that's what's going to happen. I said, because I'm not giving up on this cat.
That would have so been me. Finally, Officer Stephen Muirhead was among those to arrive. He removed the storm drain.
I'm born and raised in Staten Island, so being able to help out the neighbors and the island, it's a nice feeling.
Well, baby kitty appeared to be okay and has been named Thomas after the street where he was found. What to do with all that illegal pot seized in NYC? That is a problem no more, as it all went up in smoke in Westbury, with Mayor Adams lending a hand to make that so.
4 tons of illegal weed piled high.
You actually stand here and you can smell the cannabis that's here.
Mayor Adams at a Long Island waste management site ready to burn the contraband after a raid on 4,000 shops in New York City to shut down illegal locations, spearheaded by Sheriff Anthony Miranda, who says you don't know what you're smoking when you purchase from those stores.
Some locations have used roach spray or different other things, right? So people are not smoking cannabis when they're getting sick by this. What they are smoking is the chemicals.
1,000 shops have been shut down. Officials say legal requirements necessitate follow-up visits and paperwork. Juliette Papa, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Now this message: immigration concerns, call Barry Law 646-89.
A King Island Gold Pass is your ticket to unlimited visits this year and all through 2025. Make the park your own with access to 2 years of treats, Halloween haunt, and winter fest, plus an expanded city featuring all new dual racing Larco Rivers 2025. All for our lowest season, just payments of $9 after initial payment plus couple taxes and fees. Hurry, price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at visitkingsisland.com.
Experience the summer with fun and adventure in Indiana. This a summer to remember, and pick yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
Ready to replace those old, cracked, or warping windows in your house, and you want it done right this time? Yeah, Susan Richard here with this message from Renewal by Andersen, the full-service replacement division of Andersen. With Renewal, you get custom-built windows made from their patented Fibrex material, which is both 2 times stronger than vinyl and offers the look and feel of wood, but without all the maintenance. Also, some companies are going to use outside installers, so you have no idea who you're going to get. With Renewal, they do the whole job, from consultation to installation. And this month, you don't want to miss out on their 1-month-only sale. Now through August 31st, save $335 on every window, $899 on every patio door and entry door. Plus, pay nothing for a whole year, and you get a free upgrade to Smart Sun Glass. Call 1-800-705-7100, 1-800-705-7100. That's 1-800-705-7100. Offer not available in all areas. Restrictions and conditions apply. Call for license information.
Anxious about going to the dentist? Smile Generation is here to help you overcome dental anxiety and replace it with confidence. Confidence that you'll be able to find a dentist nearby you can really trust. Confidence you'll be able to afford treatment. Confidence that the time it takes to brush, floss, eat healthy, and go for regular dental exams is worth it. Visit SmileGeneration.com today for a healthier you from head to toe, with confidence unleashed.
All right, parents, it's back to school time, and I've got a secret for you. There's a drama-free way to make vitamins part of your kid's morning routine. Lil Critters Gummy Vitamins. You see, my kids think they're just eating fun, delicious gummy bears, but little do they know, they're getting essential nutrients for their health and development.
Mom, we know they're vitamins.
As I was saying, kids absolutely love, and apparently know, these are vitamins. Lil Critters is the pediatrician-recommended kids multivitamin gummy brand, and the yummy way to start the school year.
Device to play 10-10 wins.
All news, all the time. This is 10-10 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning, 73 degrees. It is 9:20 on this Thursday, August 29th. I'm Susan Richards. Here's what's happening. That nationwide outbreak that's been leading cold cuts has now claimed the life of a New Yorker. Cops out with photos of the three teens they're still looking for in a mugging 2 weeks ago in Central Park. New stats show hate crimes are up 69% in New York City. The Supreme Court refusing to budge when it comes to the Biden student loan relief plan. And in Southampton, a rare and very lucky lobster rescued from a tank at a Stop and Shop. In sports, Yanks lost another one to the Nationals. Mets suffering a brutal loss to the Diamondbacks. AccuWeather, mostly cloudy, breezy, cooler. Chance for a stray shower today, the high 76. Winds News Time 9:21. Traffic and transit. Here's Sue Aller.
And we still have 45-minute delays in and out of Penn Station, New York on New Jersey Transit. And that is all because of an earlier Amtrak signal issue inside one of the Hudson River tunnels. But it's still a fair holiday, so you do not have to pay for your fare today. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. Good news at the Queensbound RFK Triborough Bridge. An accident has been cleared. Now, there's still construction heading into Queens, so it's still a real slow go and just completely jammed at the Whitestone Bridge heading into Queens because of more repair work. You also have repair work Queensbound Throgsneck Bridge, but that is probably the best of the three. Now, we had a problem with an unauthorized truck heading into Manhattan at the Brooklyn Bridge. That has been cleared away. 20 to 25 minutes now at the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge. It looks like we have a stall on that lower level slowing you down, and then we have repair work on the outbound upper level. So that is really causing delays from the Cross Bronx Expressway approach. Inbound Lincoln is 20 and 25 at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel. And here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. You're now doing okay on the northern and also on the southern westbound LIE at the Seaford Bay Expressway. That stall cleared right. That was blocking the left lane. Traffic is sponsored by Stu Leonard's Farm Fresh Foods. This week at Stu Leonard's Farm Fresh Foods, direct from the Midwest, our mighty porterhouse steak, just $9.99 a pound when you use the Stu Leonard's app. That's a total savings of $6 a pound, plus local jumbo peaches, only $1.49 a pound. Save $1. I'm Sue Aller. Next report at 9:31. 10-10 Wins on 92.3 FM.
A New Yorker among the latest deaths reported in the listeria outbreak that sickened dozens of people nationwide.
Well, the date from the CC certainly concerning. A total of 9 people have now died, nearly 60 people hospitalized, part of the deli meat-linked listeria outbreak across the United States. One of the 6 recent deaths in New York, although we don't know who this person is and what part of the state they came from. Dr. Nidhi Kumar, a cardiovascular expert with St. Peter's University, speaking with CBS New York.
What's most concerning about listeria is that it can cause inflammation to the brain, neurologic symptoms, headache, confusion, even death.
The 17 confirmed cases in New York are the most of any state. In fact, it's more than double the number of cases in the second most infected state, and that would be Maryland. Glenn 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM. Lower Manhattan.
The NYPD out with new photos of 3 teens wanted for a robbery in Central Park from 2 weeks ago. This happened Sunday, August 11th, just before midnight. The group walked up to a 27-year-old woman at West Drive at 65th. They grabbed her, they bruised her arm, they stole her phone and purse, and then later they used her credit card. We're going to have those photos going up at 1010wins.com. New info about the terror plot against Taylor Swift concerts in Austria. Turns out the United States had a hand in thwarting that.
CIA discovered intelligence and disrupted the plot, leading to arrests by law enforcement in Austria. Cohen said the suspects were quite advanced in their plot, but after intelligence about what he calls this ISIS-connected group, the Austrians were able to make those arrests. Austrian officials say the main suspect, a 19-year-old man, was inspired by Islamic State group and that he planned to attack outside the concert venue where more than 30,000 Taylor Swift fans were expected to gather. His attorney says the allegations are overacting at its best. I'm Donna Warder.
Biden National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan wrapping up his 3-day trip to Beijing.
Below expectation aim to simply keep communications open and on an even keel, especially ahead of the U.S. presidential elections. Sullivan's take on the trip:
to take stock of where we have made progress and what work there still remains to be done, and also how we can responsibly manage the difficult issues and the differences that we have.
With relations having soured over recent years, President Xi told Sullivan the two countries need unity and cooperation rather than division and confrontation. Tom Rivers, ABC News at the Foreign Desk.
Well, here's a good reason to turn your alarm off this weekend and sleep in.
I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Not getting enough sleep during the week? According to new research presented at the European Society of Cardiology, you can catch up on it over the weekend. And it's even better for your health than previously thought. For years, sleep experts have emphasized the importance of keeping a consistent sleep schedule, including on weekends. This study, though, found when you sleep in on Saturdays and Sundays, trying to compensate for the lost shut-eye during the week, you also lower your risk for heart disease by 20%.
That's Stacey Lynn. Money Watch in 30 seconds.
A Kings Island Gold Pass is your ticket to unlimited visits this year and all through 2025. Make the park your own with access to 2 years of tricks and treats, Halloween Haunt, and Winterfest. Plus an expanded Soak City featuring the all-new dual racing water coaster River Racers coming in 2025. All for our lowest price of the season. Just 10 payments of $9 after initial payment plus applicable taxes and fees. Hurry, price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at visitkingsisland.com.
Now, Bloomberg Money Watch and Steve Potusk.
High prices and elevated mortgage rates have been keeping a lid on home sales, Susan. That's kept a lid on mortgage demand. But that demand was heating up some in the spring. According to real estate database Adam, home mortgage lending picked up April through June as lenders issued 1.6 million mortgages in the second quarter, up more than 23% from the first quarter. Now, the share of auto market driven by electric vehicles headed into reverse as mainstream car buyers continue to shun EVs. J.D. Power says battery-powered models will account for just 9% of sales in the U.S. this year. That's down from the previous forecast of just over 12%. Now, ahead of the bell, despite weakness for NVIDIA shares after the chip maker's quarterly gains and outlook were not good enough, S&P futures are positive 15 points. NASDAQ ahead 60. Dow futures now adding 278. Bloom Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 10 Wins at 92.3.
Experience a summer filled with fun and adventure in Indiana. Make this a summer to remember and picture yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
All right, parents, it's back to school time, and I've got a secret for you. There's a drama-free way to make vitamins part of your kids' morning routine. Lil Critters Gummy Vitamins. You see, my kids think they're just eating fun, delicious gummy bears, but little do they know, they're getting essential nutrients for their health and development.
Mom, we know they're vitamins.
As I was saying, kids absolutely love, and apparently know, these are vitamins. Lil Critters is the pediatrician-recommended kids multivitamin gummy brand, and the yummy way to start the school year.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
We never have to argue about whose turn it is gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
Leaffilter.com/odyssey so your free inspection gets a 30% off day. See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's majestic golden eagles and other less majestic birds taunting you through the baseball-sized hole in your new windows. It's soaring guitar solos performed through faulty wiring in your garage, which subsequently erupts into flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal and administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Way cooler today, 73 degrees now, cloudy skies, the humidity 63%, the winds east-northeast at 10 miles an hour. 73, we're heading up to only 76 in Central Park. Good morning, I'm Susan Richard. Wednesday News Time 9:30.
There's the opening bell on Wall Street. S&P futures were ahead 20 points. Right now, the Dow Industrials are ahead 288. Lock it into 1010 wins for Bloomberg Money Watch reports at 56 and 26 past every hour. I'm Steve Potusk for 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
And a very good Thursday morning. I'm Scott Stanford. Well, the news isn't so great when it comes to hate crimes in the Big Apple or outside New York City, for that matter. A new report by State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli shows the trend is heading in the wrong direction.
New York State logged nearly 1,100 hate crimes in 2023, a 69% jump from 2019 and double the number reported in 2020. The most common motivation, religion, with the bulk classified as anti-Semitic.
Really kind of reinforces and validates what people are feeling and perceiving in real life in real time,
said Mark Traeger, a former Brooklyn City councilman, now CEO of the Jewish Community Relations Council of New York. Traeger said it's not new information, but it is validating.
But now the next step, Marla, is the hard work in the sense where what are policymakers going to do about this?
After Jewish New Yorkers, the next most targeted group were African Americans, followed by gay men. Marla Diamond, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time 9:31. Traffic and transit on the ones. We do it every 10 minutes. And, of course, Thursdays, Sue's Days, all morning long. What do you say, Sue Aller?
I like that, but people are not going to like what I have to say right now. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels heading into Queens. You are jammed at the three main bridges, the RFK Triborough Bridge, the Whitestone Bridge, and the Throgsneck Bridge, and it's all construction related. I would say the best of the three is probably going to be the RFK Triborough Bridge, but it's still pretty slow. Now, once you're in Queens, you do have delays, and this is on the LIE eastbound as you make your way towards the Cross Island Parkway, so the Grand Central is a bit better. But we're going to hop on back to the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge, where we do have a 25 to 30 minute delay right now. And that is all because of construction on the lower level, and we have also repair work being set up on the upper level. So this is from 8095, but the other approach is really not much better. Maybe your best approach is going to be the Palisades Parkway approach. Inbound Lincoln, just about a 15-minute delay, but still 20 minutes at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel. And then we also have those 45-minute delays in and out of Penn Station, New York on New Jersey Transit because of an Amtrak problem, but you don't have to pay for the train. Traffic is sponsored by the Barnes Firm. In a jam, call the Barnes Firm traffic tip line at 844-JAM-1010. That's 844-JAM-1010. Traffic and transit every 10 minutes on the ones, and breaking traffic alerts whenever they happen. I'm Sue Aller, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
A Kings Island Gold Pass is your ticket to unlimited visits this year and all through 2025. Make your own with access to 2 years of Tricks and Treat, Halloween Haunt, and Winterfest. Plus an expanded Soak City featuring the all-new dual racing Lobster River Racers coming 25. All for our lowest price of the season. Just 10 payments of initial payment plus applicable taxes and fees. Hurry! Price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at Visit.
"66 years old today." Michael's Thriller album, meteorologist Joe Lundberg, still the best-selling album of all time. Over 120 million copies. Joe, I didn't know you can moonwalk, bud. Nicely done. A lot of folks going to be walking over this cooler air there.
That front went through last night, and boy, today it's a breeze out of the east with clouds, few sunny break, maybe a sprinkle, and temperatures that will settle in at a change from yesterday. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy skies, early give way to mostly cloudy skies late with a shower risk and a low of 63. Clouds, sunny breaks tomorrow, cool day by late August standards, and maybe a shower. The high temperature only 72. Gets a little warmer and more humid Saturday with clouds and sunny breaks. Could be an afternoon thunderstorm mainly in the north and west suburbs, the high 79. Clouds, some sunshine, warm and humid on Sunday. A shower here and there, mainly in the morning. The high 85 looks great for Labor Day. Right now in Central Park, we've got cloudy skies and 73 degrees. The humidity at 63%. The winds are east at 10. Repeating the current temperature, 73, headed to 76 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg on New York's weather station. 1010 winds on 92.35.
The Supreme Court turning down a request by the Biden administration to allow a student loan plan to go into effect while legal challenges continue to play out.
The White House says it will continue to aggressively defend President Biden's student debt relief plan, known as the SAVE plan, which it says has helped over 8 million borrowers lower their monthly payments. Spokesman Angelo Hernandez says in a statement, quote, "We won't stop fighting against Republican elected officials' efforts to raise costs on millions of their own constituents' student loan payments." There are 2 legal challenges to the SAVE plan. The Supreme Court Wednesday kept the program on hold while those cases make their way through federal court. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
Hey, you know when you go into the supermarket seafood section, they've got that lobster tank, everybody hanging around, you watch the lobsters. Well, one Stop and Shop on Long Island had an extremely rare fella that stood out from the crowd.
Humane Long Island estimates 1 in 30 million lobsters are orange. Executive Director John DiLeonardo heard first from the Southampton Animal Shelter about an orange lobster that showed up at a Stop and Shop in town.
They wanted to make sure that this guy did not end up in someone's pot. So we reached out to Stop and Shop, and they immediately agreed to donate him to us so we could rehabilitate him and release him to the wild where he belongs in the first place.
Him is Clementine, by the way. This is a win for an animal that most of the time ends up on a plate. DiLeonardo says when someone goes vegan, they save nearly 200 animals every year. Mac Rosenberg, 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Oh, my darling Clementine.
Each time I find myself flat on my face.
Well, a beloved sitcom star is out on tour honoring the legendary Frank Sinatra with a new stage show. Is it Danny DeVito, Tony Danza, or Jason Alexander? 1010 Wins Entertainment's coming up next.
Experience a summer filled with fun and adventure in Indiana. Make this a summer to remember and picture yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
All right, parents, it's back to school time, and I've got a secret for you. There's a drama-free way to make vitamins part of your kids' morning routine. Lil Critters Gummy Vitamins. You see, my kids think they're just eating fun, delicious gummy bears, but little do they know, they're getting essential nutrients for their health and development.
Mom, we know they're vitamins.
Kids absolutely love, and apparently know, these are vitamins. Lil Critters is the pediatrician-recommended kids multivitamin gummy brand, and the yummy way to start the school year.
Hey everybody, Chris Cunahan here for Leaf Filter. I often give homeowners advice on TV, but I wanted to share my expertise here too. The question I'm most often asked is, how does Leaf Filter work so well? Well, our trusted pros clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system. Leaf Filter inspection and estimate are always free for new customers. Plus, you can get up to 30% off if you go to leaffilter.com/Odyssey. That's leaffilter.com/Odyssey.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
I'm sure you knew.
Then I bit off. Hey, did you guess Tony Danza? Yes, indeed. Tony out there honoring Frank Sinatra with a new stage show called Tony Danza Sinatra and Stories. Tony sings, he dances, even plays the ukulele to some of Frank's iconic hits. Danza's sitting down with CBS Morning.
It has a lot to do with my mom. My mother was a tremendous fan. It's almost like I'm almost doing it for her almost. But she was a tremendous fan. And when I was 8 years old, she just beat me up with him until I saw how great he was. And I was a big fan at 10 years old. I was the biggest Sinatra fan you've ever seen. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I hear you, Tony. Danza, of course, an icon of TV sitcoms himself, including Taxi and Who's the Boss. Wins News Time 9:39. Now this message, Scott Stanford here for our friends at Barish and McGarry. Did you know that more than twice as many people have now died from 9/11 related illnesses than were killed on the day of the attack? Did you also know that nearly 400,000 people lived, worked, or went to school down below Canal Street on 9/11 or in the 8 months after? And out of those 400,000, only about 10% have applied to see if they're eligible for the World Trade Center Health Program. Barish and McGarry makes it real easy. All you have to do is log on to 911awards.com. Michael Barish and his firm are embedded in the 9/11 community. Michael, a two-time 9/11 cancer survivor. 69 cancer-related diseases have now been linked to those 9/11 toxins, and you may be eligible you may be eligible for the World Trade Center Health Program and a cash award from the Victims' Compensation Fund. Don't wait. Do it right now. 911awards.com. 911awards with an S.com. Barish and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community. My friends, the ABC News presidential debate live right here, 92.3 FM, Tuesday, September 10th, 9 p.m.
The News Watch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. We are at 72 degrees, mostly cloudy skies at 9:40 on this Thursday, August 29th. I'm Scott Stanford. Here's what's happening. 6 more people have died from a listeria outbreak from deli meats. A New Yorker on the list this time around. NYPD has new photos up of the 3 teenage suspects who robbed a woman in Central Park just over 2 weeks ago. Scary moments at a marina in Old Bridge, New Jersey yesterday. A boat explodes as the owner starts it up. 2 men were injured in the blast. They are very lucky to be alive. Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance, goes up and in on a fastball to Kamala Harris.
She wants to yell at Donald Trump because he showed up. She can go to hell.
Vance responding to the vice president's remarks over Trump's visit to Arlington Cemetery this week and the former president's team taking photographs there. Police say the 2 were having sex on the back of the Range Rover when it rolled into a river. One couple in Philly, lucky they got out unscathed. Got to be careful, man. Checking sports, Yanks and Mets both losing last night. AccuWeather much cooler than yesterday. Mostly cloudy, less humidity, high in the mid-70s. Winds News Time, 9:41. Traffic and transit back to the roads. We still busy, Sue Aller?
We are still really busy, especially if you're heading into Queens right now. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. You've got construction heading into Queens at the RFK Tri-Bar Bridge, the Whitestone Bridge, and the Throgs Neck Bridges. So it's just a tough ride all along. Now, I think the best of the best is probably going to be the RFK Tri-Bar Bridge. And if you're traveling at the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge, we're up to about a 30 to 35 minute delay from 8095, and this is all construction related on both levels. The other approaches will save you some time. Route 4 is probably the best approach, and on the outbound side, you also have about a 30 to 40 minute delay from the Cross Ponce Expressway approach. Just about 15 minutes inbound at the Lincoln, but we're still seeing major delays at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel, about a 35 to 40 minute delay right now. And then in New Jersey, watch out for an accident. It's on 287 northbound, right at exit 12. You got the left lane blocked, and it's free, but it's going to cost you time. 45-minute delays on New Jersey Transit in and out of Penn Station, New York, all because of an earlier Amtrak signal issue. I'm Sue Eller. Next report at 9:51. 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Well, the listeria deaths from contaminated deli meats continues to grow. 6 more people have now died, and that includes one from New York.
And the news for New York State is particularly troubling. Of the nearly 60 listeria cases confirmed in the U.S. right now, more than a quarter of them, 17, are here in the Empire State. Dr. Nidhi Kumar is a cardiovascular expert with St. Peter's University, speaking with CBS New York.
While this is clearing up, let's avoid those sliced deli meats. Over the weekend, 200,000 pounds of deli meat was recalled. So let's give it a few more weeks before it clears up. If you did purchase deli meat and it's in your refrigerator, remember, this can contaminate entire surfaces.
Of the 17 cases in New York State, 8 are in the 5 boroughs, 2 each in Nassau and Suffolk counties, 1 in Dutchess, the rest way further upstate. Glenn Schuck, 1010 Wins, 92.3 FM. In Lower Manhattan.
Winds News Time, 9:44. It has been over 2 weeks since teenagers robbed a 27-year-old woman in Central Park. Now the NYPD has new photos up of the 3 suspects. Police say it went down at 65 West Drive. 3 kids, they say between 14 and 17 years old, mugged the woman, taking her phone and her purse. They would later use one of her credit cards. The victim suffering minor injuries. We've got their photos up as well, 1010wins.com. Well, 2 people are lucky to be alive this morning after a boat explosion at a marina in Old Bridge, New Jersey yesterday. Police say the boat blew up at the Raritan Marina in Lawrence Harbor just before 3:30. 47-year-old Michael Sorga's stomach and arms were cut up from the glass. He actually came back to the marina wearing his hospital gown later on. Sorga spoke to Channel 2.
We just put 75 gallons into the boat and when he went to start it,
Andy Jasnovich was nearby, saw the explosion.
It sounded like a bomb went off. It was hard to believe nobody got killed. It just goes to show you how scary it can be, just putting gas, I guess, fuel in your boat.
The explosion launched another resident into the water. He was pulled out by people on the docks and reportedly suffered burns to his face and his legs. Hey, if you're headed for the Grand Canyon tomorrow, first of all, I want you to have a lovely time. But beware, limited water supplies in Grand Canyon National Park are impacting stays for the Labor Day weekend.
After 4 main water line breaks to the line that supplies water from the Grand Canyon for use in the park, now severe water restrictions are going into place. Grand Canyon National Park announcing visitors won't be able to stay overnight in hotels in the park through at least Labor Day, as hotels are booked to capacity. Effective Thursday, all park concessions will halt overnight stays. Only dry camping will be allowed and no fires will be allowed on the South Rim and inner canyon areas of the park. Alex Stone, ABC News.
Out to the campaign trail we go. Vice President Harris scheduled to hold a rally today in Savannah, Georgia. Donald Trump on the ground in Michigan and Wisconsin later on today.
He has really tried to double down by going to some of these smaller communities across the country that have been affected by whether it's the shifting auto industry in places like Michigan or places in Pennsylvania where military and steel products and factories have had to shift their workflow because of the up and down economy over the last couple of years, to call attention to the Biden administration's, in his words, failings on things like the economy and supporting American workers.
Jake Rosen reporting there. Trump's running mate J.D. Vance lashing out at Kamala Harris. Here's the story. Donald Trump was visiting Arlington National Cemetery the other day, marking the 3 years since a deadly suicide bombing in Afghanistan. Trump's campaign was reportedly warned about not taking photographs there. NPR reporting that 2 Trump campaign staffers verbally abused and pushed a cemetery official who tried to stop them from filming and taking photos right there in Section 60, which is the burial site for personnel that were killed fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan. The Harris campaign put out a statement saying Donald Trump is a person who wants to make everything about Donald Trump. Yesterday, J.D. Vance said
she wants to let Donald Trump because he showed up.
What they buy in the grocery store.
Boys, saying on X, the Trump campaign claims they had permission to hire. Thomas Crooks was obsessed with violence. Rumor about intra-gunman tried to assassinate Donald Trump last month until the FBI held a teleconference with reporters yesterday.
This summer, after receiving word that Trump would be holding a rally near his home, July Pennsylvania rally. Even searching online, quote, where will Trump speak from at the Butler Farm show?
Yeah, look, there he is.
And the FBI definitive about exactly how long Crooks was on that roof. A total of 6 minutes. First spotted about 6:05 p.m., roughly the same time Trump takes the stage.
Authorities say Crooks' motive still not clear. I believe it was the famous philosophers Cheech and Chong who sang Up in Smoke. That's exactly what happened yesterday with a tremendous pile of weed.
The city was running out of room at warehouses where they were storing weed seized in raids on illegal pot shops.
We're going to be excited to burn this illegal product here today.
Mayor Adams standing in front of 4 tons of cannabis seized from some 4,000 stores raided in the last 4 months. 1,000 shut down. It will be incinerated with no smell or fumes, according to Adele Amrani of ReWorld Solutions.
2.5 million tons of greenhouse gases are averted and diverted because they don't go to landfills.
He says the Long Island facility reduces greenhouse gases equivalent to 500 cars taken off the street. Juliet Papa, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
4 tons of weed burned in Westbury. Wow. Now I understand why there was a rush on disco fries at the Long Island diners yesterday.
A Kings Island Gold Pass is your ticket to unlimited this year and off the park your own. That's to 2 years of tricks and treats, Halloween Haunt, and Winterfest. Plus an expanded Soak City featuring the all-new dual racing water coaster River Racers coming in 2025. All for our lowest price of the season. Just 10 payments of $9 after payment plus applicable taxes. Hurry, price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at visitkingsisland.com.
Experience a summer filled with fun and adventure in Indiana. Make this a summer to remember and picture yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
Hey everybody, Chris Coonahan here for Leaf Filter. I often give homeowners advice on TV, but I wanted to share my expertise here too. The question I'm most often asked is, how does Leaf Filter work so well? Well, our trusted pros clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system. Leaf Filter inspection and estimate are always free for new customers. Plus, you can get up to 30% off if you go to leaffilter.com/Odyssey. That's leaffilter.com/Odyssey.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Progressive knows finding your new home was a dream come true. You wanted it close to town, with a picture window overlooking a yard. And you found it. Now, when you sit down to dinner, you've got front row seats too. Your neighbor's daily pickleball game. Progressive can't save you from your noisy neighbors, but we can save you money when you bundle your home and auto with us. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this too. That's why you need Robert Half. Our specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing and creative, legal, administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
Wins News Time 9:51 Thursday morning. Hatfield Transit Desk. Let's go, Sue Aller.
Let's go to transit. Then we do have 45-minute delays in and out of Penn Station, New York on New Jersey Transit. And this is all because of an earlier Amtrak problem. And the problem has been cleared, but the delays have not. But the good news is you do not have to pay for the train today. It is free. It still has that fair holiday. In New Jersey, the southbound side of 287, just before Route 202 in Bridgewater, there's a truck fire, and that's blocking the right lane. Then the northbound side of 287 at exit 12 in Franklin, you got a crash taking out the left lane, and we'll take it over to the southbound side of the New York State Thruway right at the Garden State Parkway connector. Watch out for some roving repair work to slow you down. And now here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. It's about 30 to 40 minutes inbound at the George from 8095. Route 4 is your best approach. Outbound also 30 to 40 minutes on the Cross Paths Expressway approach because of construction. Just minutes inbound at the Lincoln, and 15 to 20 now inbound at the Holland Tunnel. Now we are really just heading in at all three of your bridges, RFK, the Throgsneck, and the Whitestone bridges, and that is all because of construction. Traffic is sponsored by Sandstone Auto Mall, Route 1 in Woodbridge, with the SupplyHouse.com Fan Highway Patrol. I'm Sue Aller, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
As a Ford owner, there are lots of choices of where to get your vehicle serviced. You could choose to go to their place, the local dealership, your place, home, apartment, or condo, your workplace, even your happy place, like your cottage on the lake. Go to your Ford dealer or choose Ford Pickup and Delivery to have your vehicle picked up, serviced, and brought right back. Or choose mobile service, where a technician will come to you and do routine maintenance right on the spot. Both are complimentary and depend on your location. That's ownership built around you. Contact your participating dealer or visit FordService.com for important details and limitations.
She'll come to me, that we will live the years together.
Big birthday shout out to Leah Michelle today. Very talented actress, singer, Broadway star, meteorologist Joe Lundberg, big star in Glee. Joe, one day you and I are going to sit on the couch, little popcorn, little iced tea. We're going to watch the whole series of Glee together, my friend.
Sounds like a plan.
And we're going to sing our hearts out, buddy.
That's right. We'll be hoarse the next day.
Listen, I'm singing today with this nice, cool weather, bud.
We're singing a happy tune because of the lack of heat today and the lack of humidity compared to yesterday. Much cooler, much less humid. Clouds, breaks of sun, maybe a high of 76. That's it. Tonight starts out partly cloudy, then turns cloudy. Could be a shower in the area late, though 63. Tomorrow, clouds, for the most part, a mostly cloudy day. There could be a shower, the high just 72. We get to Saturday, clouds, sunny breaks, more humid. Watch out for an afternoon thunderstorm, mainly in the north and west suburbs, the high 79. Could be a shower or two Sunday, otherwise clouds, some sun, and more humid with a high of 85. Looks like a nice day coming up for Labor Day. Cloudy and 73 in Central Park, humidity at 63%, the wind east to 10. Repeating the current temperature, 73, going up to 76 in Midtown. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg on New York's weather station. 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
All right, Joe, let's get a quick check of sports. Yanks drop another game to the Nats in Washington 5-2. Mets reliever Edwin Diaz imploding with 2 outs in the eighth, tossed up a grand slam to the Diamondbacks' Corbin Carroll. Mets lost that game by a score of 8-5. Wins News Time 9:54. 2 people having sex in the back of an SUV. Yeah, you looked up now. I got your attention, right? I mean, listen, that could be a lot of fun, right? But you got to be careful. Case in point, I take you to Philadelphia where two lovebirds were fooling around in the back of a Range Rover. Let's call it around 4:15 in the morning, right? Somebody, while they were having some fun in the back, bumped into the gear stick and the Range Rover rolled into the Schuylkill River in Fairmount Park. This could have been really bad, folks, but police say the couple jumped out before the vehicle hit the water and sank. No one was hurt, fortunately. The Range Rover was pulled out of the river.
A Kings Island Gold Pass is your ticket to unlimited visits this year and all through 2025. Make the park your own with access to 2 years of tricks and treats, Halloween Haunt, and Winterfest, plus an expanded Soak City featuring all new dual racing water coaster River Racers coming in 2025. All for our lowest price of the season. Just 10 payments of $9 your initial payment plus applicable taxes and fees. Hurry, price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at visitkingsisland.com.
Experience a summer filled with fun and adventure in Indiana. Zip line through stunning landscapes or enjoy the view as you hike in our picturesque state parks. Float down scenic rivers or unwind on a boat ride with a beautiful sunset. Savor local flavors at our festivals or soak in the sounds of summer at one of our outdoor concert venues. Make this a summer to remember and picture yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
56. Let's get a check of Bloomberg Money Watch. Here's Steve Potisk.
Yeah, investors are seeing Best Buy shares as a pretty good buy this morning, Scott. The stock moving up about 12% after the electronics retailer raised its annual profit guidance in a sign that demand for electronics and appliances could start to improve. The company made the move after posting comparable sales for the latest quarter that declined less than by what Wall Street analysts were expecting. Now, inflation hits lower income consumers the hardest, and that's hurting Dollar General as its core consumer base struggles, suggesting its turnaround efforts are falling short. The low-cost retailer cutting its full-year sales forecast as its comparable sales disappointed in the latest quarter. Dollar General shares are down now 25%. As for the rest of Wall Street, the Dow, it's moving up 110 points. NASDAQ adding 194, while the S&P is positive now by 28 points. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56. Pat Leal, Steve Potisk, 1010 wins and 92.
Everything goes up, getting harder every year. Gas
Call from Mom. Answer it. Call silence.
Instacart knows who gets between you and the game. That's why they make ordering from your couch easy. Stop today and get all your groceries delivered in as fast as 30 minutes without missing a minute of the game.
You have 47 new voicemail.
Download the app to get free delivery on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
You've heard us talk a lot about FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Well, we have something a little different for you. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then, with a YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime. Just visit FanDuel.com/StreamNC to download America's #1 sportsbook. 21 plus in North Carolina. Full price NFL Sunday Ticket be automatically charged seasonally. No refunds, restrictions, and embargo. 718-5543 or visit morethangame.nc.gov. 21 plus in Ohio. Opt out. This is awarded on full bets or product. Restrictions apply. Include bonus expiration. Seems and conditions at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had Leaf Filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/Odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/Odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. 1 discount per household.
Home ownership. At Progressive, we know it's part of the American dream. It's the land of the free and the home of student drivers ready to back into your new fence at any given time. It's firing up a round of burgers and dogs on your rusty grill with a faulty gas line that engulfs your tool shed in flames. It's also around-the-clock protection when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, which can help keep the American dream of home ownership alive and kicking. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Robert Half research indicates 9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. If you have open roles, chances are you're feeling this. That's why you need Robert Half. Specialized recruiting professionals engage their skills with our award-winning AI to connect businesses of all sizes with highly skilled talent in finance and accounting, technology, marketing, legal, administrative, and customer support. At Robert Half, we know talent. Visit roberthalf.com today.
WINS-FM and HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Well, AccuWeather says going to be mostly cloudy, but breezy, much cooler, less humidity than yesterday. High only around 76 today. Tonight we'll have some clouds, maybe a stray shower around toward daybreak. Low down to 63. Tomorrow it's going to be a little cooler for late August. Clouds, not a lot of sun. We could see a stray shower. High 72. Saturday cloudy, humid, and thunderstorm in spots. We're going to be up on 79 degrees. More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Madison Pett is our service aide. Fran Blisco is our writer. Walter Geis is at the editor's desk. And I'm Scott Stanford.
News all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM, New York.
Good morning. It is 71 degrees at 10 o'clock. I'm Suzanne Colucci, and here's what's happening. It's only Thursday, but the holiday travel rush is on, and today is expected to be one of the busiest getaway days of the Labor Day weekend. More violence in the subways. Police are looking for the attacker who stabbed a man on a one train last night in Washington Heights. A company linked to the daughter of the judge in Donald Trump's hush money case is hit with a subpoena. The CIA says the suspects in a foiled plot to attack Taylor Swift concerts in Vienna aim to kill tens of thousands of people. A new poll finds a growing number of Americans are buying into misinformation about COVID vaccines. AccuWeather says for today, lots of clouds out there and so much cooler than yesterday, less humid, and we will reach a high today of about 76 degrees. Winds news time now, 10:01. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Sue Allen.
Well, yeah, on this busy travel day, we have some problems in New Jersey. Southbound 287 at Route 202 in Bridgewater, it's a truck fire taking out a lane. And then on the northbound side of 287 at exit 12 in Franklin, you have a crash. The left lane is also blocked. Now, watch out for a debris spill in the local lanes of Route 80 westbound at exit 66 in Hackensack. Get the right lane and shoulder block. You can go with the express lanes. They're doing fine, but we also have some repair work on the eastbound side of Route 4 through Teaneck, and that takes out the right lane. But the Route 4 approach to the inbound George is actually your best approach. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. It's construction that is causing a 30-minute delay to both the upper and lower levels from 8095. And now the outbound side also has repair work, so we're also looking at about a 30-minute delay from the Cross Ponds Expressway approach. Just 10 to 15 at the inbound Lincoln and about 20 at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel, plus very slow heading into Queens at the RFK Triborough Bridge, the Whitestone Bridge, and the Throgs Neck Bridge. And this is all because of construction. The worst approach is going to be the Throgs Neck Bridge. It's very slow at both the Whitestone and the RFK, but they are a little bit better. Plus 45-minute delays in and out of Penn Station, New York on New Jersey Transit because of an Amtrak earlier signal problem, but it's free. Traffic is sponsored by Con Edison. I'm Sue Eller. Next report at 10:11. 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Labor Day weekend is almost here, but the travel rush has already started, and today is expected to be one of the busiest days at the airports.
Spokeswoman Aixa Diaz says if you're on the road for that holiday getaway, expect lots of company.
That Thursday and Friday before Labor Day, those afternoon hours are going to be the worst to be on the road.
She says you want to be on the road early, not late. As for air travel, the TSA expecting a record-breaking weekend.
In terms of being able to handle the crowds, going through security, staffing for the airlines, they did a good job this year. And it's because they knew going into it that was.
Diaz recommends taking a carry-on as opposed to check luggage so you can easily adjust for inconveniences. I'm Julie Walker.
More violence underground. Police say a man was stabbed on a number 1 train just after 11 last night, right at the 191st Street station in Washington Heights. The NYPD says the 39-year-old victim was attacked, slashed in the arm out of nowhere. The attacker took off. The victim is in stable condition. A $3,500 reward is being offered for another subway incident in Brooklyn. Police are looking for a pack of teenage girls who randomly went after a 76-year-old man on a subway platform at the Rockaway Avenue stop. They say that happened around 2 a.m. Monday. The victim there is also in stable condition, and you can see video of the suspects in both of these incidents at 1010wins.com. The NYPD is circulating surveillance and photos as well of 3 teens wanted for a Central Park robbery. This happened near 65 West Drive just before midnight back on August 11th. Investigators say the young thieves approached a 27-year-old woman, grabbed her by the arm, and demanded her belongings. They got away with her phone and her purse. The victim was bruised, and 3 of the alleged robbers are believed to be teenage boys, just 14 to 17 years old. 2 people are hurt after a boat exploded yesterday afternoon at a New Jersey marina. Investigators say it happened when the boat was being refueled at the Raritan Marina on Route 35 in Old Bridge. Witness Andy Jesovich explains what he saw to Channel 4.
After about 30 seconds after the explosion, all I saw was a huge cloud of dust. No smoke, no flames.
It happened on board a 32-foot Cuddy cabin boat, and it launched a 57-year-old man into the water. Police say he suffered burns. Another man was also injured in the blast. The cause is under investigation, and that marina is closed for now. Tragedy in Middlesex County, New Jersey. Police say a missing 4-year-old was found drowned in a pond near the family home. Monroe Township Police received a 911 call about a missing child just before 7 Tuesday night. The child was eventually found in a pond 50 yards from the back of the home and wasn't breathing. Officers performed CPR to no avail. Well, tonight, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz will sit for their first joint television interview since becoming the Democratic nominees for president and VP.
It takes place during Harris's 2-day bus tour through southeast Georgia, a state the Harris campaign believes it has a chance of winning if it makes inroads on GOP strongholds across the state. Meanwhile, former President Donald Trump will campaign in the battleground states of Michigan and Wisconsin, focusing on recapturing states he won in 2016 but lost narrowly in 2020. Trump starts the day with an afternoon rally in Potterville, Michigan, near the state capital Lansing. Then he visits La Crosse, Wisconsin for a town hall. I'm Donna Warder.
That interview airs at 9 tonight on CNN. Now, Donald Trump's VP pick blasted Kamala Harris over the Biden administration's handling of the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, saying the Democratic presidential nominee could go to hell. House Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan has subpoenaed a company connected to the daughter of New York State Supreme Court Judge Juan Merchan. Republicans claim that her political work influenced how Merchan handled the hush money case against the former president. Republicans have targeted the political work of Merchan's daughter, Lauren Merchant, who served as president of Authentic Campaigns. That's a firm that does digital campaign work and works with some of Trump's most outspoken opponents. The subpoena sets the document deadline for September 13th. Mexico is freezing relations with the U.S. and Canadian embassies following their criticism over Mexico's judicial reforms.
Mexico's President Obrador tells reporters the relationship with the U.S. ambassador is good, but it is on pause. The same with the Canadian ambassador. The pause comes after the ambassadors criticized Obrador's support for a change in the way judges are elected in Mexico, saying it poses a major risk to Mexico's democracy. Obrador says the pause is against the U.S. and Canadian ambassadors, not their countries, and will remain in effect until the embassies respect Mexico's independence.
Correspondent Linda Kenyon, we're learning more about the foiled plot to attack Taylor Swift's concerts in Vienna earlier this month.
They were plotting to kill a huge number, tens of thousands of people at this concert.
CIA Deputy Director David Cohen says the Austrians were able to disrupt the planning and arrest the suspects because
the agency and our partners in the intelligence community provided them information about what this ISIS-connected group was planning to do.
That information led to 4 arrests.
Correspondent Stacey Lynn. Wins News Time at 10:09. Traffic and weather.
A Kings Island Gold Pass is your ticket to a visit this year and through 2025. Make the park your own with access to 2 years of tricks and treats, Halloween Haunt, and Winterfest. Plus an expanded Soak Day featuring the all-new dual racing water coaster River Racers. Coming in 2025. All for our lowest price of the season. Just 10 payments of $9 after initial payment plus local tax and fees. Hurry! Price goes up September 3rd. Get your Gold Pass at visitkingsisland.com.
Experience a summer filled with fun and adventure in Indiana. Make this a summer to remember and picture yourself in Indiana. Plan your trip at inindiana.com/summer.
We used to argue about whose turn it was to clean the gutters, but then I had leaf filter gutter protection installed.
Wait, I told you Leaf Filter had free inspections and estimates and a lifetime guarantee.
Meaning we never have to argue about whose turn it is to clean the gutters again.
But I visited leaffilter.com/odyssey first.
No, I did.
It doesn't matter who. Visit leaffilter.com/odyssey to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off today.
See representative for warranty details. Promotion is 20% off plus a 10% senior or military discount. One discount per household.
Hey parents, it's Instacart here to say that this season we've got your back to school. As in, we've got your back to school supplies, backpacks, binders, you name it. And we've got your back. Like when your kid tells you they need glue sticks and a poster board for tomorrow, which makes you think, who raised you? And then you think, yikes, right, me. And then you go, it's all good because Instacart has my back to school. Download the app to get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes and a $0 delivery fee on your first 3 orders while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
You've heard us talk a lot about FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Well, we have something a little different for you. Now through September 22nd, all FanDuel customers can bet $5 and get a 3-week free trial of NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Then, with a YouTube TV base plan, you'll be able to watch every regular season Sunday afternoon out-of-market game. All you need is a Google account and a current form of payment, and you can cancel anytime. Just visit FanDuel.com/StreamNC to download America's #1 sportsbook. 21 plus and present in North Carolina. Full price of NFL Sunday Ticket will be automatically charged seasonally after free trial. No refunds. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus and present in Ohio. Opt-in required. Wager requirements apply. Bonuses awarded as non-withdrawable bonus bets or profit boost tokens. Restrictions apply, including bonus expiration. See terms and conditions at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
And now this message. Save on replacement windows now. Go to Windorama.com. Winds News Time, 10:11. Time for traffic and transit with Sue Eller.
All right, we're going to start off with that 45-minute delay right now on New Jersey Transit in and out of Penn Station, New York, all because of an earlier Amtrak signal problem. So definitely budget yourself plenty of extra time. But hey, it's free. You do not have to pay for today. It is running on a fair holiday until Labor Day. So some good news for you there. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. We've got some slowdowns now, and this is as you head towards the Brooklyn-bound Brooklyn Bridge. From the southbound FDR Drive ramp, there's an accident blocking one lane. So go with the Manhattan Bridge. I would stay away from the Williamsburg Bridge because there is construction heading into Brooklyn, and you're completely jammed heading into Queens at the Throgs Neck, Whitestone, and RFK bridges, and this is all construction related. We're also looking at about a 30 to 40 minute delay from 8095 on the inbound side of the George Washington Bridge with road work on both levels, and also got about a 30-minute delay on the outbound side to both levels as well. Just 5 to 10 minutes inbound at the Lincoln Tunnel and a 20-minute delay at the inbound side of the Holland Tunnel. Traffic is sponsored by Cars for Kids. The easy way to donate your car. Donate today, and your car can be picked up tomorrow. Call 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS today or donate online at carsforkids.com. Remember, that's Cars with a K. I'm Sue Eller. Next report at 10:21. 10:10 wins on 92.3 FM.
And now we want to get a check of the forecast. Here's meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Today is going to be a much cooler, much less humid day than yesterday with clouds and breaks of sun. We're looking at a high about 78 in Midtown, then partly cloudy skies this evening. It'll be cloudy later tonight with a chance of a shower and a low about 63. A cloudy day tomorrow with a shower in places.